Welcome in, Star. Welcome in, Kingship. Welcome in, guys. $6 random teams, 4 blasters of 25 Bowman. High bid gets the Brewers. Every new high bid gets a free stasher pass. Very first person to hop in. Welcome in, guys. $6 teams. 25 Bowman. Brand new wheel. Brewers are to the high bid, so all their 29 teams are still alive. We got Rockies, we got Cardinals, Diamondbacks, Tigers, Reds, Rangers, Giants, Yankees. Welcome in, Baseball Bro. We got $6 random teams, 4 blaster break of 25 Bowman. High bid takes down the Brewers. We have free passes on the Cubs, Mariners, and White Sox. Welcome in, Chasing Jr. Welcome in, Bub, 35. $6 random teams, 4-blaster break of 25 Bowman. High bid takes down the Brewers. Welcome in, Jason. Welcome in, Bacon. We are doing $6 random teams with 4 blasters of 25 Bowman. High bid takes down the Brewers. Every new high bid gets a stash or pass, including the very first spin. We do have free passes on the Cubs, Mariners, and White Sox. In the event you hit one of those teams and they haven't already been passed on, you can pass on them before using your stash or pass. There's also a C2 pick one and a stash or pass on the wheel that you can hit. No, I'm going to stick with 6. I get that a lot, but I have to stick with what makes sense for me. I've ran a whole break at 6 and lost money, so there's always the chance to break even. But $6 is what makes sense for what I'm doing. What's going on, Gary? Welcome in, Savage. $6 spins, 4 blasters of 25 Bowman. High bid takes down the Brewers. C7 hits 7 for 12. Classic. Yes, but the paper doesn't ship. Just kidding. Paper ships. And as you say, the Blue Jays. But we have a stasher pass. You set the high bid. So you can always pass on them. Or you could take the Blue Jays. Need to accept my fate. I can appreciate that. It's one of those teams that probably would happen. We actually hit a pretty nice. It was out of, I think, case number 2. We hit a Charles McAdoo 99 auto for the Blue Jays. I missed the very last break. I seen that I got the Diamondbacks and I crashed, so I couldn't stay up for the last one. Welcome in, Mitchell. So I don't know if I got anything on the last one with the D-backs. Maybe you pulled me an Austin Caldwell, or maybe you didn't. The old Jake Bloss auto. Welcome in, Yoshinator. I think all the rookies are on paper, though, because of the. I don't know if they did the red rookie stamp autos or not. I don't think I've seen any pulled. Just like I was streaming last night, I was only able to pull off one break since the whole power outage yesterday, but I had a couple people saying that they had the rookie of the year favorites that were uncut. I've never seen any of those. Have you seen any of those that weren't die cut? They actually say they look better. I like the die cuts, but I don't know. I thought it was interesting that more than one person in the stream had seen them. It's like Topps forgot to do part of their job. Welcome in, home run. Welcome in, 270, Bobby. $6 spins, 4 blasters, a 25 Bowman. So that's probably going to take you all day to sort that out. Welcome in, Beer Bangers. $6 spins, 4 blasters, a 25 Bowman. High bid gets the Brewers. Oh, I got you. Welcome in, Corey. $6 spins, 4 blaster breaks. And your Twins are still out there. Welcome in, Legends. Welcome in, Kyle. $6 random teams, 4 blasters of 25 Bowman. Every new high bid gets you a stasher pass and the chance at the Brewers, the final high Brewers. We offer free passes on the Cubs, Mariners, and White Sox one time throughout the break. So first person to hit any of those 3 teams listed will get a free pass. Yeah, he is still out there. Me and him worked together yesterday. Me and my other coworker were discussing his fate, though. Trying to figure out which one of his women were going to kill him first. And then we came up with the conclusion they might work together. We're not sure. Might be an unsolved mystery from Ohio soon. Welcome in, M. Quinto. Yeah. Welcome in, guys. $6 spins, 4 blasters, 25 Bowman. High bid takes down the Brewers. And these 4 are from a fresh case. These are blasters 5 through 8. Actually, the first 4 yesterday were actually pretty solid. We hit a gold insert to 50, a true blue to 150. We hit a green grass auto to 99. Very solid 4 blasters came out yesterday. Welcome in, Pack Wars and T-Dog. $6 spins. Heather Shear direct the wheel. Actually, the wheel kind of got wrecked yesterday, too, on that break I was doing, but the Rockies were the only thing that saved it, and they were the very last team to go, which was crazy. But I think it was like Diamondbacks, Tigers, and there was another big team all went off after the first 5. I think Dodgers. I think that's what kind of took me a while to fill that one. The wheel was wrecked early. Welcome in, Chris Hayes. Welcome in, Joking. So Gary, did you get any megas coming at the end of the month? Was that about a week away or so? I know you said you weren't doing too much Bowman, but I didn't know if that meant no megas. It's come out on the 28th, I believe. Yeah, I got you. Welcome in, Lake Fair. So I bought 2 cases. I don't think I'm gonna do like a whole personal case rip like I did with the blasters, but I'll probably open a couple. But I plan on doing 2 blaster, 1 mega box breaks for at least half of a case. I'm still contemplating doing some PYTs, trying to figure out how to get some PYTs going. I thought about trying to figure up some pricing for some and post one for tomorrow. Welcome in, Rewinded. Code Dizzy, welcome in, guys. $6 spins, 4 blaster break. Welcome in, Gold, Mowich. Welcome in, Foster. It's been a little while. Hope all is well. $6 spins, 4 blaster breaks, 25 Bowman. High bid gets the Brewers. I feel you. I got well ahead to do the Bowman thing, and it's kind of went down a little bit downhill. Been getting into way more breaks than I've done in the past. Buy more singles, and then just the cases. Because after I opened this case, I was like, well, I need some blasters to mix with the mega. So I bought a fourth. I have a 4th case now. So far, I have not ripped any personal boxes from this case, and I have to hold myself to that. I can't degenerate myself and start ripping more boxes since I've got my set done. Welcome in, Smoking Buns. And then the PSA orders being so slow now, it's kind of sucks. Base 24 football, like just no color, nothing. I do have some, but oddly enough, I have a person now that's buying all my color and inserts of just anybody. Phoenix. I don't think so. I might have a couple. That I opened some in retail, but not too much. Welcome in, guys. $6 spins, 4 blasters, a 25 Bowman. Welcome in Midlife Cards. Yeah, I'll see what I have. I think we opened just a few blasters. So not sure if you'd have any interest, but one of the local dealers around here, I see him at the Xenia show, but they had a very, very small show yesterday over by my work, probably like 10 tables, so super small. But the guy sets up a Xenia across the aisleway from me, and he had a um, Malik Neighbors hollow. What is it? The hollow patch, the rookie emblem, the case hit number 10 out of 10. He had the Neighbors for I think 200. He might have a little bit of room on it, but he's usually, for the most part, pretty firm. Welcome in, Ed. Welcome in, Hot Sauce. Welcome in, Triple Crown. Jay Trader. $6 spins, 4 blasters of 25 Bowman. I don't think he sets up anywhere else because there was a couple other cards that he had that I was potentially interested in, and I told him I'd stop by his table again at the next Genius show. Welcome in, Hector. Welcome in, Rich. Welcome in, Billion. We're doing $6 random teams, 4 blasters of 25 Bowman. High bid takes down the Brewers. New high bids get you a free stasher pass if you want a little flexibility with your spins. Welcome in, Dash. Welcome in, Carpe. So only team off the wheel is the Blue Jays. Still got the Cardinals, the Tigers, the Rockies, Diamondbacks, Red Sox, Reds, and the Giants. All right, appreciate it, Billiam. You get a stasher pass here with the new high bid. Got him. Stasher pass on the Reds. I feel like I know the answer to this, but I gotta ask you the stasher pass. Stashing the Reds. Nice take. Reds fan jumps in and grabs the Reds. Gotta love it. Next spot's live. Welcome in, Polly. Welcome in, guys. $6 spins, 4 blaster break. And taking on the Astros. Sorry, Pat. Stasher passes are only on new high bids, unfortunately. Or we do have free passes on these 3 teams. So you got the Astros on this one. Welcome in, Giles. ZB Rips. $6 spins, 4 blaster break. Welcome in, Drew. So it's not the Hollow Heroes. It's the, I forget the name for that short print, but it's got the rookie emblem shield hollow. It's got a giant rookie emblem shield, but it's numbered to 10. Let's see if I can pull it up. I'm sure someone has one on at least a variation of the card. But I know the rookies are always numbered to 10. Welcome in, So Slick. Welcome in, Joka. Welcome in, Waxpack. Williams in for another spot here. Appreciate you. See, we get you something good. Not bad, not bad. San Francisco Giants. I guess it is the Hollow Heroes. Here I was thinking there was something else. So this is what the card is, Carrie. I'll let this auction run so people don't think they're bidding on it, but the guy has the Malik Neighbors of this card. Those are numbered to 10. So Hollow Heroes with the rookie shield. Oh, no. Sorry, my bad. It was the Illusions case hit. Welcome in, Jay Casey. Yeah, good morning. Welcome in, Scattered Collection. Jay Casey with the Rays. Welcome in, Rudy. Welcome in, James. I gotcha. It's the wrong expansion team. I know you were looking for Diamondbacks previously. Welcome in, Tundra. I mean, I know that the Rays and the Marlins have fans, but it's always like so. I don't know how to put it, but like you look at the TV when you're watching them play, and it's like there's nobody ever in the stands. It's kind of depressing. Like I don't know if I know any Marlins fans, but one of the one of the guys I always watch stream on here, he's a big Rays fan, but he's always kind of saying the same thing. He's always like disappointed because the Rays are not respected enough. Welcome in, guys. $6 spins, 4 blaster break. High bid takes down the Brewers. Still some good teams out there, and they're not bad. They always kind of have a decent team. They've made some runs. They can hang up there with the big market teams, which is crazy. Welcome in, Beans. Welcome in, Kevin. Like I think if Caminero was on any of the big market teams, his cards would go crazy. That or there's also the fact that people have invested heavily into Wander Franco, and we all know what happened there. Not that it should impact other people on the Rays, but that's what they think of the Rays. Welcome in, Gibson. $6 spins, 4 blasters, a 25 Bowman. High bid takes down the Brewers. Lots of good teams out there. Still got your Yankees on the board. Welcome in, Richie. See, we still got Diamondbacks, Rockies, Tigers, Cardinals, Dodgers, Yankees. Rangers still out there. Rangers got a lot of volume, plus a little poppy. Welcome in, Moo. Welcome in, Dave, Dez. $6 spins, 4 blasters, a 25 Bowman. Anybody else have any big card pulls from the weekend? Anybody match Gary's Jake Bloss auto, rookie auto? Well, that's a nice hit, yeah. Heck yeah. Caglione auto. I know their team general manager said they weren't going to rush him up to the big leagues, but I don't know. He sure looks like he's ready. That's one person I don't think I pulled anything crazy of out of Bowman this year. We pulled some numbered Sebastian Walcotts and some other big names, but I think we even got a Nick Kurtz auto, I think. Kyle Teal. I kind of think move it because it's not a Bowman first. I think it's still going to hold value. It's either move it now or wait till the call up and sell it at the right peak. but kind of he's kind of similar to the guy that I follow really well, Chase Burns, top prospect for the Reds. So I kind of see his stuff even doing well out of the 25 Bowman, even though it's not a Bowman first. And he's on the rise too. There's talks that he might make it to the big leagues this year. Yeah, it's either move it now or maybe you got a chance to get it graded if it looks good, and maybe even maximize even more your value. Probably have to do that quickly so you get it back before the call up, though. Just some, I don't know, centering issues this year kind of sucks. Some of the cards aren't centered very well. Welcome in, Kevin. Yeah, I mean, I pulled a few, and then I've actually purchased some singles that I wanted to get graded, and the singles have some surface issues as well as centering. So if it's not centering at surface, which kind of sucks when you're buying on eBay, you can't really check that kind of stuff very closely. Welcome in, Stapes. $6 spins, 4 blaster break of 25 Bowman. I think that was a 2020 maybe or 2021 that had a really bad issue with centering. Yeah, and I'd say if player makes it to the big leagues, the 10's usually 50 to 75 bucks, and then as they progress through their career and they're a top player, that thing will definitely increase in value. So even just your simple cards, and then the it's crazy as years go by, you see less and less of those people, and people are holding those cards. You just the only time those cards resurface is when you see a high price tag on them, or the person gets injured or retires or something, then they become available again. People hold their Bowman. So picking up Cam Collier, actually, with his injury, I've seen people kind of give up on him. So I'm picking up some pretty big cards for cheap on Cam Collier because everybody's kind of, I feel like they gave up on him. I think they way too early. Welcome in Jim's fantasy team. Hopefully Jim's fantasy team's doing better than Tomic's fantasy team. Welcome in Philly fan. $6 spins, 4 blasters, a 25 Bowman. Welcome in MC Breaks. Welcome in Senor Lopez. $6 spins, 4 blasters, a 25 Bowman. Currently, the high bid's sitting at 7. The high bid does take down the Brewers as we chase some Jesus Mates. Welcome in, guys. $6 spins, 4 blasters, 25 Bowman. Welcome in, Connor. $6 spins, 4 blaster break, 25 Bowman. New high bids get free stasher passes. Final high bid takes down the Brewers. Appreciate you hopping in. Welcome in, Pine Tree. Good luck here in your spin. And Connor taking down the Red Sox. Welcome in, Joey. Welcome in, Steph. $6 spins, 4 blaster break, 25 Bowman. Looking for the next big prospect. Four blasters are from a fresh case. Also, guys, make sure to drop a follow if you guys are interested in some sort of PYT. I thought about putting together some sort of maybe 10 blaster PYT or something in the put it in a shop or something, and then once we fill, we can break. Welcome in, Christy. Welcome in, Navrat. Welcome in, Matra. $6 spins, 4 blasters, 25 Bowman. High bid gets the Brewers. If you set a new high bid chasing the Brewers, you get a free stasher pass for every high bid you set. Thanks for hopping in, Jim. Jim taking down the Guardians. Welcome in, Steven. Jonah. Thanks for stopping in this morning. Appreciate it, guys. We're doing 4 blasters of 25 Bowman, $6 spins. High bid takes down the Brewers. We do offer free passes on the Cubs, Mariners, and White Sox. If you want out from one of those teams, the first person to hit one can get a free pass. So I view those 3 as probably the worst level. I know they have some prospects, but for instance, the Cubs only have one first Bowman guy, so I put them up there. I think the same thing for the Mariners. And then the White Sox are just the White Sox. There we go. Yankees. Yankees for Jim. Welcome. We get 4 blasters of 25 Bowman, $6 spins. Still some of the top chase teams out there with the Rockies, the Diamondbacks, the Cardinals. There was another one. Rangers are still out there. Dodgers. G3, Smith, and Russ. Welcome in, guys. And Marlins even have a top prospect in PJ Morlando. Welcome in, Weston. Welcome in, guys. $6 spins, 4 blasters, 25 Bowman. Welcome in, 2 Smack. Welcome in, Dave. Thanks for hopping in for another team, Gary. There we go. Taking on the Tigers. Little Type 2 Tigers. Anybody else see all the rumors about the Pirates trading Paul Skeens? Because they don't feel like they're going to be able to build a team around him. Imagine what kind of trade haul they would pull off on a deal like that. They said it could be, they could use the Juan Soto trade as an outline, but maybe bring a bigger haul of prospects. I mean, you never hear about the Pirates spending money. Welcome in, Stemmy. He looked good in a tight. He looked good. Probably every fan in the majors saying the same thing. Appreciate you hopping in, Stimmy. And Stimmy with the Padres. And Stimmy also with the Bronze tier. Yeah, someone sent me this this post. It's got Paul and it's got the Cubs, Giants, Yankees, Dodgers, and Red Sox uniform on. I don't see Tigers there, Jim. Welcome in, Kingship. Plus, they got some young pitching already, so that would only fortify the Scooble and Jackson Jobe rotation. So they got the money. Do they have the product to make something like that happen? Like, would they give up a McGonagall or a Max Clark or something? I'd take a pretty big prospect, I think, centerpiece. I haven't made it up to Detroit for a baseball game. We went up there for a football. We kind of walked around and checked out the outside of the stadium. It looks like a pretty nice stadium from the outside, anyways. Yep, sure, yeah. I'll take a look at it, Weston. Not a problem. $6 spins, 4 blaster break, 25 Bowman. Welcome back, Billion. We're chopping away at it. We're at 11 teams gone, I believe. Yep, 11 knocked off. How's it going, Jace? Welcome in. Doing $6 spins, 4 blasters of 25 Bowman. Welcome in, Bro Bun. Oh, we do have free pass on the Mariners, though. Not really the spin we're looking for, but we do have free pass available. If you want to use them, let me know, and we'll get you another spin. All right, Mariner free pass has been used. And that was a good pass. Cardinals. Nice take. J.J. Weatherholt on the Cardinal spot. Welcome in, Scott. Hopefully the Reds can take down the Guardians today. Further advance that chance of the Ohio Cup. Thanks for hopping in. You know Tito wants that. And Scott with the Phillies. You know what? I've been so high on him. I wish he had a Bowman card, like so bad. Like I think he's our closer of the future. That guy is just lights out. I remember watching him in the spring breakout game this spring training, and he looked good then. I mean, maybe they get him in the update series. He might get a Bowman first in the Bowman Chrome set that they do the Megas on. Maybe. I know they did that with Ben Rice. He was already in the big leagues and got his Bowman first. All right, stasher pass for Scott. Stasher pass on the Bravos. Ooh, Rockies, nice take. Looking for Charlie. Nice stasher pass. All right, down to 16 teams remaining. Welcome in, Trading Card Kingdom. Still got the Rangers, the Dodgers. We have Diamondbacks still out there. I appreciate you. Thanks for hopping in, grabbing a couple teams on your way to the game. Have a good time. And go Reds. Jason for a spot. Appreciate it. Oh, William's going to go be there too. Nice. So, looks like there was an issue there with the payment, Jason. If you could take a look at that. I know sometimes the banks don't like the Whatnot app. All right, Jace, we're going to go ahead and run another auction. If you get that cleared up within the next couple minutes, we'll run your team. I'm going to run the next spot, guys. Thanks for hopping in, Gibson. Gibson taking down the Royals. Welcome in, Joey Rich. The Padres, yes. Stemmy Rips got the Padres. So I'll go down the list of what we got available. I know sometimes those slices are kind of hard to read. We got Diamondbacks, Braves, Orioles. We got White Sox and Cubs, Angels and Dodgers, Marlins. Brewers are held out for the high bid. We got Twins, Mets, and Athletics. Pirates, Mariners, Rangers, and Nationals. Some teams with some good rookies, and then we got some good prospect teams in there. I don't know a whole lot about the Nationals prospects, but you do have the chance of Dylan Cruz rookies and James Wood rookies. Kind of the same thing with the Orioles. You got Kobe Mayo and Sagano. Don't know much about their Elvin Garcia prospect. Diamondbacks are a good prospect team. Dodgers have decent prospects, and you got some rookie chances in there too. Marlins top prospect. Oakland Athletics, you'd be looking for Jacob Wilson. Mariners don't really have any Bowman first guys, but you can hit some Lazaro Montes inserts and prospect cards. And then the Rangers have pretty good volume. That, and I didn't know until yesterday when Gary mentioned it, that Ramirez, his boys in in this on the Angels. I actually pulled one of his autos. I didn't even know it was him. Didn't know that was his son. I think Lucas Ramirez, I believe his name. With the Lucas Ramirez. Is that the one he said that he's actually on the Red Sox now? Okay. Ah, it was someone else. Still waiting to hear back from Johnny Griff. I know he said he had he was going to be busy for a couple days, but sent him over that potential trade offer for that Sammy auto. That's actually a hold of Lucas. Is the green grass auto. Or no, never mind. It was the reptilian. Green reptilian. Welcome in, Ivan. Welcome in, Jason. Just around halfway on the break. 4 blasters, 25 Bowman. High bid takes down the Brewers. We still got Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Nationals, Angels, Marlins. Brewers go to the high bid. And then there are some free passes out there for the 2 Chicago teams. If we hit the Chicago teams, you guys want to respin, we can respin on the 2 bottom feeders. How's it going, TJ? What's going on? Roll Tide. All right. TJ in for a stasher pass. Stasher pass on the Bravos. And we do have free pass on the Cubs if you want to try her again. Yep, no worries. Unfortunately, not a whole lot better. Mariners have already been passed on. But maybe you can hit a big card to entice Carl. We did hit a pretty cool card last night for the Mariners, though. We hit a gold Lazaro Montes to 50, so the low teams can still hit sometimes. Welcome in, Lakeland. Chris Jan. Welcome in, Aaron. Good luck here in your spin, Aaron. And taking on the Marlins. Looking for PG Morlando. Chris Jam in for a spot. Appreciate you hopping in. And taking on the Rangers. All right, next spot's live. Welcome in, RX Todd Corey. Corey, if you're checking, you're still there. So we got Diamondbacks, Braves, Orioles, White Sox, Cubs, Angels, and Dodgers. So we got both Chicago teams, both LA teams. There's a chance Roll Tide. So this is from a fresh case. We average about 7 or 8 autos per case. Doing 4 blaster breaks, I'd say there'd be 10 breaks. Roughly 75% of the breaks we do will have an auto in them. Kind of how I set them up with 4 blasters. Better odds of hitting an auto. We hit one in last night's 4 blaster break. So nothing guaranteed, but definitely trying to put the odds in favor. And Roll Tide's in for a stash or pass, setting the new high bid. All right, stash or pass on the Nationals. Stash in the Nationals. Welcome in, Carol. Welcome in, Chavez. And congrats on the bronze tier. Make sure to check your guys' reward system for coupons. I believe they expire June 2nd. Roll Tide with the Mets. Ten teams remaining. Welcome in, King. Roll Tide with the Dodgers. All right, stash or pass and set the new high bid here. Remember, guys, the high bid does take down the Brewers at the end. Do you get a stash or pass here, too? Stash or pass on the Orioles. Stashing those Orioles. So we got 8 teams on the wheel. Once we get down to 6, we take the C2, pick one, and stash or pass off of the wheel just because it'll keep getting hit and makes things a little more complicated. Welcome in, Mr. Wills. Anybody do anything fun today? We had two people hop in earlier going to the Reds game today. A little bit jealous there. Would love to go down to the game today. Roll Tide, high bid, and stash or pass here as well. Oh, get an upgrade. We're going to upgrade you to C2 teams, and you get to pick one. So first team you get to see is the White Sox. We're gonna show you 3. We got free pass on the White Sox, so we're gonna show you 3 teams here. So we got White Sox, Athletics, or White Sox, Athletics, or the Pirates. Let me know which one you want to go with. All right, easy enough. Welcome into Hits Coffee, Mixed Breaks. Welcome in, Dusty. All right. Got Chris in for the next team. Also got the bronze tier. Congrats on that, Chris. Should have a $1 off coupon your next turn. Unfortunately, the White Sox. But we have pulled autos for the White Sox. Kyle Teal, I believe. And Hagen Smith does sign too. They just don't have a lot of Bowman first guys. We've actually pulled some pretty decent cards. If Jake was here, he always reminds everyone that we pulled a Frank Auto to 10 for the White Sox. I forgot to send a reminder out, so I'll leave the Stasher Pass and C2 pick one on for this turn, but those are going to come off after this spin. Thanks for hopping in, Lost Band-Aid. Good luck here in your spin. On the Angels. All right, so we got Twins, Athletics, Cubs, Braves, and Diamondbacks. 5 teams left. Roll Tide with the Cubs. Welcome in, Ellie. Twins, A's, Braves, and D-backs. All right, we're at the new high bid now. So Stasher Pass on this spin, and we'll get you up on the board for the Brewers. Final high bid does take down the Brewers. All right, Stasher Pass on the Braves. Stash in the Braves. Twins, A's, and Diamondbacks. And roll tide with the A's. All right, so there's no stash or pass on this spin, guys. It's just a straight spin. You can set the high bid if you like, but it's going to be a pretty much spin is what you get. So pretty much no PYT on this spin. We've had some confusion before where somebody set the high bid and wanted to pick one of the two teams, which not really fair if you're not disclosing it ahead of time, I guess. So straight up spin here for Chris. And nice, taking down the Diamondbacks. All right, final team is the Twins. Anything 17 and below will just be the Twins. For some reason, this gets to 18, you'll get the Brewers as well. Currently, we got Roll Tide with the high bid at 17. All right, Billiams in for the high bid for the Brewers and the Twins. Two teams for one price. All right, so it will show Twins and Brewers on your order and your history. And we are full, guys. Appreciate your guys' support on this one. Sorry about the some of the handwriting's terrible, I know, guys, but Yankees are going to Jim's fantasy team. I started writing the Yankees down to the Yankees. And here's our teams. If you guys want to do any trading, let me know. If not, we'll go ahead and start ripping. All right, we'll start, guys. Good luck. First empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we got River Ryan, Yamamoto, Tofar, Jack Caglione on the Greatness Loading, Bishop Letson, McGonigal on the paper, Carlos Tavares. Our chromes are Alejandro Rosario, Sean Keys on the first Bowman Reptilian. And we got Matt Chapman, Sagasi, and a Rosarina. Jackson Holiday, Mike Trout, Casas, Connor Norby on the Rockstar, Jared Sundstrom, Lucas Ramirez, there's Manny's boy, Cameron Sullivan, Anderson Chipotle, Jose Perdomo, Will Smith, Juan Soto, and Schwellenbach. If we have at least five people that are in for another break, I'm fine with running it back. Not a problem. We did get some pretty strong support there at the end. But I have another break loaded, ready to go if everybody's in on another break. Emmanuel Clase, Bobby Witt Jr., Jackson Churio, Travis Bazzana on the VIP, Seymour Jr., Montilla, Chinwei Lin, First Chrome, Richard Maddock, Marte Tucker, and Contreras. There we go. Created a poll. We'll see what you guys think. That way I know whether we run another break or not. Nick York, Corey Seager, Willie Adames, Rookie of the Year favorites Kobe Mayo for the Orioles, Emil Morales, Victor Rodriguez, Jesus Lopez, Claus on the Chrome, Han Sok Jung first, Bryce Harper, Tatis, and Mason Wynn. Vladdy Jr., Jose Altuve, Amador, Ryan Clifford top 100, Drew Jones, Will Simpson, Quinn Matthews, Javier Magallan, Walker Jenkins, Wyatt Langford, Dylan Cruz rookie, and Yuri Perez. All right, well, okay, still got one more pack. I almost missed that pack. Louis Bob, Chris Sale, Caden Dana. Oh, how about a red rookie stamp for the Twins? I think that was the last team off the board. Billiam with the David Festa red rookie stamp. Part of their little redemption program. Jonathan Long, Villarreal, Fernando Cruz, Password Garcia on the first Chrome, Cam Smith, Cole Reagans, Jokenzie Noel, and Drew Thorpe. All for David Festa. Oh, that sucks. I mean, I guess the cool aspect of it is even if they don't get Rookie of the Year and you hold on to the card and somehow they figure out how to pull off a Cy Young, or you can still get something out of the card. Or I guess MVP, even though pitchers don't typically get the MVPs. It's always a chance. Oh, he would still be eligible, I guess, if he didn't get past the rookie status. Are you sure, Gary? I thought the other rewards were active too. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But I may be wrong. Yamamoto. Tofar. Jackson Holiday. Cam Smith, greatness loading. Cam Smith on the paper. E. Smith Pineda. Chase Mobley. Braylon Payne. Reptilian Didier Fuentes for the Braves. Rutschman, Angel Acuna, and Matt Chapman. The other thing I didn't think they made clear on that whole thing is, say you redeem your card on the Rookie of the Year they win, do you lose the opportunity to get the MVP later down the road? Or do you have to chance it and hold on to it and not redeem the Rookie of the Year? See, that's what I kind of thought too. Welcome in, JK. Mike Trout. Casas. Oh, there's some ink for the... See, we were talking about the White Sox somehow find a way to hit. White Sox going to Chris Jam. Drew Thorpe, rookie auto. Jake, there's Jake. I knew Jake was going to say something if he was here. He points it out every time. White Sox always hit. Schwellenbach on the Rockstar. Walcott. Fabian Lopez. I don't know what it is, but White Sox always hit in here. Yofri Rodriguez. Oh, how about a Jesus Mate on the Chrome? Going out to Billiam on the high bid. Chancil, Sagasi, Rosarina, and Will Smith. Right. That one doesn't look terrible, but I've found a lot of them look good side to side or actually off top to bottom. On just not his cards, other cards too. Clase, Bobby Witt, Jackson Churio, Walker Jenkins VIP, Cade Horton, Here's a Who, Kevin Castillo, Chase Burns on the Chrome, Kyle DeBarge, Juan Soto, Schwellenbach, and Ketel Marte. Yeah, I'm just hoping to see at least 5 people say they'd buy in, and then we'll run it another break. We're up to 3, 4. We got 4 people in. How's it going, Joe? Nick York, Corey Seager, Willie Adames, Rookie of the Year favorites Caden Dana, Esteban Gonzalez, Jack Penny, D'Angelo Ortiz, Marcos Torres, Emil Morales. We got Kyle Tucker, Contreras, and Bryce Harper. Vladdy Jr., Altuve, Amador, Termar Johnson, top 100, Alejandro Rosario, Anderson Chipotle, Seaver King, Nabel Mariano, Bryce Rayner, Tatis, Wynn, and Langford. Luis Robert, Chris Sale, Caden Dana rookie, Freddie Freeman, Cobb Hightower, Kadeem Diowa, Luis Moreo, Jasu Brycino, Arun Escobar, Dylan Cruz, Yuri Perez, and Cole Reagans. Blaster number 3. Two, three, four, 5, 6 more packs. Arenado, Zach Wheeler, Polar Bear, Colt Emerson VIP, Santiago Suarez, Humberto Cruz, Carlos Tavares, Jesus Lopez, Conrad Kaysen, Corbin, Skubal, and Judge. Connor Norby, Caminero, Roki Sasaki, Mayo on the Rookie of the Year Favorites die cut, Josh Knopf, Aiden Smith, Cameron Sullivan, Cobb Hightower first, Nick Kurtz on the Chrome. Then we got Merrill, McCallahan, and Olsen. Adrian Del Castillo, Hurston Waldrop, Rhett Lauder, Luke Keschel on the top 100, Echevarria, Walker Jenkins, Montilla, Colt Emerson Chrome, Chase Hampton first, Rutschman, Angel Acuna, and Matt Chapman. Shea Wickham, Brooks Lee, Paul Skeens, Tyler Locklear, Johnny Level first, Perdomo, Jesus Lopez, Montes, J.J. Weatherhold on the first Chrome for the Cardinals. Going out to Billiam, Sagasi, Rosarina, and Will Smith. Bo Bichette, Correa, Mookie Betts, Bryce Eldridge, Greatness Loading, Ingleth Urena, Cam Caminetti, Quinn Matthews, Joniker Ugarte, first Chrome. Reptilian is a Hayden Alvarez for the Angels. Then we got Soto, Schwellenbach, and Marte. Shohei Ohtani, Jackson Jobe, Shoto, Dylan Cruz on the Rockstar Rookies, Quintero, Corey Lewis, Fernando Cruz, Sebastian Walcott, O'Neal Perez, Kyle Tucker, Contreras, and Bryce Harper. All right, still got one blaster remaining. I'd like to see some color. Some kind of, well, let's specify. I'd like to see some chrome color. All right, Gary, I'd like to see some equal equality coming out of these packs, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Austin Riley, Lawrence Butler, Kobe Mayo, Angel Acuna, Rockstar Rookies for the Mets, Marcos Torres, Nabel Mariano, Aiden Miller, Jonathan Long, first chrome, Cody Freeman, Ellie De La Cruz, Rafaela, and Henderson. Paul Skeens, Tyler Locklear, Bo Bichette, Dylan Cruz, another Rockstar Dylan Cruz, Elvin Garcia, Basalo, Mitch Jeb, Edgeline Perez, first chrome, D'Angelo Ortiz, first chrome, upside down for the Red Sox, J-Ram, Bellinger, and Albies. Carlos Correa, Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, Aiden Miller on the VIP, Cha-Chang, Paulina Santana, Hagen Smith, Kellen Lindsey, Ricardo Yan, Neto, Lindor, and Machado. Jackson Jobe, Shoto Imanaga, Austin Riley, Alcantara on the Rookie of the Year favorites for the Cubs, Thomas White first, Bazana, J.J. Weatherholt paper, Rafael Flores chrome, Slade Caldwell first chrome. There we go, Diamondbacks. I think those are going to Chris. J-Rod, Orelvis Martinez, and Kim. So we hit Weatherholt, Caldwell, and Made on the first chromes. Good selection of firsts. Lawrence Butler, Kobe Mayo, Rafi Devers, Carson Williams on the top 100, sitting at number 3. PJ Morlando, Sammy Hernandez, O'Neal Perez, Esteban Gonzalez. Oh, we do have maybe refractor here. Yep, we have refractor to 499 of Zaire Hope. It's a good name. Dodgers. Who's got the Dodgers? Roll Tide. Nice hit there. 127 of 499 on the refractor. This is probably one of their better prospects. Jace Jung, Ellie, and Sedane. Riley Green, Salvi, Yelich, Brian Reynolds, Chase Hampton first paper, Kellen Lindsey, Conrad Kaysen, Fontanella on the first, Owen Wild, and then we got a Henderson, Carroll, and Scooble. Ended it on a base pack. How boring. All right, quick little recap, and we'll start break number 2. Appreciate you guys' support. We got 9 votes to run it back. All right, we got Carson Williams, Alcantara, JJ, Aiden Miller, Cruz, Acuna, Cruz again, Eldridge, Cashel, Roki, Kobe Mayo, Colt Emerson, Dylan Cruz, Termar, Caden Dana, Walker Jenkins, Schwellenbach, Clifford, Dylan Cruz, Kobe Mayo, Bazana, Corner Norby, McGonigal. And off the stand, we got JJ on the Chrome, Fuentes Reptilian, Zaire Hope Refractor, Alvarez, Cam Smith, Red Rookie Stamp Festa, Caldwell, Caglione, Made on the Chrome, Keys on the Reptilian, and then Drew Thorpe on the ink. All right, break number 2 is live. Fresh wheel. Give it a couple of shuffles. And gonna start the high bid off at 9. Stasher Pass live here. And don't even have to use it right now. So we do have a free pass if you want to use the free pass. And then we can save your Stasher Pass for your next spin. All right. So Stasher Pass on the Athletics. 4 boxes, Irish. 4 boxes. Yes, 4 blasters, sorry. And Revless taking on the Orioles. Welcome in, Chad. All right, good luck here, Carl. Almost got to the Mariners. Not sure if you're really looking for the Mariners, but Marlins got PJ Morlando. We did pull a pretty cool card last night. He's a gold Monty's card. Welcome in, Lazazus. Sav's dad. Stasher pass for Carl. Stasher pass on the Pirates, eh? And the Yanks. Gonna have to come up with a clever one for that one. Revos in for another spot. Appreciate it, Revos. Auto corrected. And Revos with the Phillies. What do you mean 4 sets? Like you have enough for 4 complete sets? Or you're looking to complete 4 sets? Thanks for hopping in, Gary. Gary's Guardians. Oh, I got you. I might be able to help on some of the Bowman. I know Gary was asking about getting some cards filled in. I didn't do any Heritage. I might have some tops. Welcome in, Giles. Jake's in for a spot. Jake with the Angels. I did a couple sets of the Bowman after I ripped that case. That's usually the baseball set that I do. That or Series 1. I don't always do Series 2. Only because Topps. I think Topps purposely holds out rookies, kind of like what they're doing with Christian Campbell for update. So I don't know. I usually do Top Series 1 and Carl with the Nationals. Welcome back, Roll Tide. Welcome in, Tom Tom. JKZL Patron. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, JTR. Roll Tide with the Royals. And Padres. Welcome in, T-Bear. Roll Tide with the Pirates. Welcome in, Nuts. So, Revless, I see your profile pic. I can't tell who signed the basketball. Who's on the ball? '92 Dream Team. That's sweet. I do got a stasher pass here, so stasher pass on the Rays. Pass on the Rays. Don't blame me there. And taking on the Athletics. Do have the high bid with that one too for the Brewers. Welcome in, Retro Junkie. Not a bad spin there. Taking on the Red Sox. Got some good names in there. Rooftop Sports Cards in for a spot. Thanks for hopping in. Rooftop with the Astros. All right, Roll Tide in for another team. That's a good one. Roll Tide taking down the Diamondbacks. Nice snag. So we still got the Tigers, the Cardinals, the Rockies still alive. Dodgers still out there. Reds are still out there. Rangers have a good volume of prospects. I guess it was meant to be. I think you're the one that passed on the Cubs, but free pass is gone. Guess it was meant to be. Destiny. All right, halfway filled. Welcome in, Lando. And Roll Tide with Silver tier. Should have some more coupons in there. Make sure to use them. They do expire on the 2nd of June. Roll Tide with the Braves. Welcome in, Jeff. Welcome in, Jerry. Tigers. Another good spin. Welcome in, E-Man. How's it going? Morning. All right, Rooftop Sports Cards in for another team. And Bronze tier. There's another good spin. Rooftop with the Cardinals. All right, 11 teams remaining. Dodgers, Rockies, Rangers still out there. Reds still out there. And the Giants. Welcome in, Sloan. All right, we do have free pass on the Mariners if you want to use them. They have not been used yet. We can get you another spin or we can stash them. And the Reds. Reds off the board. A little partial to the Reds, being a big Reds fan, so I think it's a good snag. Might be differing opinions out there, but they do have some good prospects. Probably one of the coolest names in the product, too. Ichiro Cano Hernandez. Oh, nice. Revless with the Rays. Oh, nice. I've been watching a couple of his cards. I've actually been going after Sammy Stafura, but I did pull an Ichiro auto out of my personal rips. How's it going, FF? Rooftop sports cards in for another team. Oh, sniped by Roll Tide. So FF, I caught your podcast with BX. That was a good listen, man. And Giants off the wheel. Yeah, just the black Jesus Mate. That's it. That's all you've gotten, Carl. Oh, nice. Roll Tide with the Twins. All right, last spin. The C2 pick one and stasher pass off of the wheel. We do have a free pass out there live for the White Sox. If anybody hits the White Sox, you can get a. But we're down to 7 teams. High bid at 14 for the Brewers. Oh, last time on the wheel, and we're going to get to use it. C2 pick one for Roll Tide. I think this happened last break, and you hit the White Sox, and we got you a 3-for-1 deal. C3 pick one. We'll see how this rolls out. All right, we're going to ignore the stasher pass. We're already in the middle of a C2 pick one. First team, Dodgers. Second team is not a team. See, that's why we got to take them off when we get down here at the very end. So we're still looking at the Dodgers or the Dodgers. Give us another team here. Dodgers or Mariners? Easy decision there. No offense, Carl. All right, final 6 are the Mets, Mariners, Rockies, Blue Jays, Rangers, and the White Sox. All right, and the Rockies did make it to the end this time. Rockies to Rooftop. Nice take. All right, leaves us with Mets, Mariners, Blue Jays, Rangers, and White Sox. Welcome in, JVR. All right, here we go. We're going to do $4 spins to try to close this thing out. So $4. We got 5 teams remaining. Some value on the wheel. We just still got the Rangers out there. And as some of the regulars know, the White Sox always find a way to hit. Kyle T. Lottos. We hit the Drew Thorpe last break. Not Bowman, but we've hit Frank Thomas auto to 10. I think Hagen Smith signs for the White Sox as well. All right, Rangers. Welcome in, Kraken. And PSA Pat, welcome in. Roll Tide with the Mets. Final 3 teams here. Roll Tide taken down. Getting the Mariners. The Blue Jays and the White Sox. Blue Jays were the first team off the last break. They may be the last one off this break. I think the high bid may be safe with those 2 teams left. I may be wrong, but and White Sox. All right, Blue Jays are the final team. Anything 14 and below is just Blue Jays. If it makes it to 15, you'll take the Brewers as well. We'll start it off at 4 because it is the Blue Jays. All right, Carl's after the Brewers. Brewers and Blue Jays. Taking them for 15. Blue Jays and Brewers. Carl. All right, guys, here are the teams. This will be my last break for the day. We'll be back in the morning for a few more breaks tomorrow. I'm still trying to figure out how to do a PYT. If we want to do like a smaller one or 10 blasters or... What's that, Carl? But here's the teams if anybody wants to trade. He's for Dodgers. Roll Tide's got the Dodgers. Euphoric's got the Yankees. All right, he's going to pass. All right, good luck, guys. One, two, three, four, 5, and 6. Yamamoto. So far, Jackson Holiday, Mike Trout, Cade Horton, Kevin Castillo, Yofri Rodriguez, Kadeem Diawara in the first Chrome, Basalo Chrome, Kasi, Arozarena, and Will Smith. I do have tomorrow's stream listed as well, guys. If you guys could take a second to bookmark it before you head out, I appreciate it. Tristan Casas, Clase, Bobby Witt Jr., Angel Acuna on the greatness loading for the Mets, Esteban Gonzalez, Jack Penny, Chase Burns, Aiden Smith, Victor Rodriguez, first Reptilian for the Dodgers. Then we got Soto, Schwellenbach, and Marte. Jackson Churio, Nick York, Corey Seager, Jace Jung Rockstars, Alejandro Rosario, Anderson Chipotle, D'Angelo Ortiz, Elvin Garcia, Didier Fuentes. Then we got Tucker, Contreras, and Bryce Harper. Willie Adames, Vladdy Jr., Altuve, Connor Griffin VIP, Cobb Hightower, Diowa, Seaver King, Dow Joseph on the Chrome, Johnny Level first Chrome, Tatis, Mason Wynn, and Langford. Nothing crazy yet, just the first blaster. Amador, Louis Bob, Chris Sale, Dylan Cruz on the Rookie of the Year favorites die cut for the Nationals, Claus, Estrada, and Moreo. Chromes are Paulino Santana, Quinn Matthews, Dylan Cruz rookie, and then Yuri Perez and Reagans. Oh, we got some color. It looks like it's paper, but hey, we'll take something numbered. Caden Dana, Freddie Freeman, pink paper for the Tigers, Chase Young to 175. Want to roll tide. Nice pink. Cole Young, top 100. Then we got Max Clark, Garcia, Yumin Lin, Urena, first chrome, Bench, Jokenzie Noel, Drew Thorpe, and Alcantara. One, two, three, four. Shoto Imanaga, Austin Riley, Lawrence Butler, Kobe Mayo, Santiago Suarez, Humberto Cruz, Owen Wild, Pablo Guerrero Chrome, Dylan Feen, Hassan Kim, Jace Jung, and Ellie De La Cruz. Rafi Devers, Riley Green, Salvi Perez, James Wood on the Greatness Loading. Nice hit for the National. Carl, Josh Knopf, Aiden Smith, Nate Nankill, Josh Knopf on the Chrome, Reptilian first, Jose Perella for the Guardians. Going out to Gary. We got Sedane, Gunner, and Corbin. I think the Reptilian set would be a cool set to put together, but it'd be kind of a time-consuming, aggravating set to put. One per blaster. Christian Yelich. Brian Reynolds. Oh, we got green Reptilian. Here we go. James Wood on the Rockstar. Echevarria first paper. Jenkins. Luke Sennard. Kyle Teal on the Chrome. First Chrome. Scooble. Aaron Judge. Jackson Merrill. And then behind the Brian Reynolds, this should be numbered out of 99. Looks like it could be auto. Franklin Arias. That is I think the top prospect in the product for the Red Sox. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's 5th overall in the organization, but that's definitely the guy you want. Nice hit for Boston. Who has the Red Sox? Revlis. Nice. Franklin Arias, green reptilian auto. Sorry, Jace, you're gonna get slid over. Or better yet, you know what? Let's bring the stand out. No, that's not it. Yep, you're welcome. Three of 99. Logan Gilbert, DeGrom, C.J. Abrams, Christian Moore on the VIP, first paper, Perdomo, Alex Mooney, Hayden Alvarez, first chrome, Bo Walker, McCallahan, Olsen, and Rutschman. River Ryan, Yamamoto, Tofar, Jackson Jobe, Rookie of the Year favorites die cut, Urena, Caminetti, Pond, Tolero, Sanabria, first Acuna, Chapman, and Sagasi. Jackson Holiday, Mike Trout, Tristan Casas, Emmanuel Rodriguez top 100, Edgar Quintero, Corey Lewis, Bershanahan, Sean Keys first chrome, Gary Gill Hill, Rosarina, Will Smith, and Soto. All right, blaster number 3. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Jackson Churio, Nick York, Corey Seager, Evan Alcantara, Greatness Loading, Diowa, Claus, Seaver King, Esteban Mejia first chrome, Hayden Alvarez on the first reptilian, Tatis, Mason Wynn, and Langford. Willie Adames, Vladdy Jr., Jose Altuve, Job on the Rockstar, Aron Estrada, Max Clark, Moreo, Bishop Letson, Emil Morales, Dylan Cruz, Yuri Perez and Reagans, Amador, Chris Sale, IP, Password Garcia, Bryce Rayner, Yumin Lin. There we go. McGonigal on the first chrome for the Tigers. Going on to Roll Tide. Corey Lewis, Joaquin Noel, Drew Thorpe, and Alcantara. Caden Dana, Freddie Freeman, Kumar Rocker, Roki Sasaki on the die cut, Veremi Cabrera, Jack Caglione, Sanabria, Lucas Ramirez first chrome, Arun Escobar, Acuna Jr., Jacob Wilson, and David Festa. Nolan Arenado, Zach Wheeler, Pete Alonso, Leo DeVries, Sammy Stafura, Ismail Javier, Blake Walters, Jack Caglione on the chrome. Oh, another Arias. Fuchsia to 199. Red Sox Eaton. Nice hit, Revlis. Trey Turner, Jung-Hoo Lee, and Marcus Semien. Connor Norby, Caminero, Roki Sasaki, Del Castillo, Painter, Edgeline Perez, Winston Santos, Caminetti. Then we got James Wood, Sagano, and Ben Rice. All right, blaster number 4. Empty blaster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more packs. Class A, Bobby Witt Jr., Jackson Churio, Hobby Stars of Travis Bazzana for the Guardians. Bases loaded. Nice one, Gary. Not sure if you need that for your Hobby Star set, but I haven't seen that one yet out of all the packs I've ripped. Charlie Condon, first paper. Andrew Morris, Zach Showalter, Victor Rodriguez, Blake Walters. Then we got Schwellenbach, Marte, and Tucker. Nick York, Corey Seager, Willie Adames, Hagen Smith, Greatness Loading, Ashley Andujar, James Tibbs III, Dylan Feen, Tink Hintz Chrome, Reptilian for the Reds is E. Smith Pineda, William Contreras, Bryce Harper, and Tatis. If I run another one, I'm going to quick break, guys, but I'm open to run another one. I see the number keep climbing on the poll, so I do appreciate your guys' support, but I will have to take between the next break. Jake's giving me a dare. Vladdy Jr., Jose Altuve, Amador, Sagasi on the Rockstar, Jansuel Luis. Got some color coming up. Ugarte. Fuchsia paper to $2.99 of Kadeem Diawa going out to the Twins. Pineda, Cruz. Then we got Mason Wynn, Langford, and Dylan Cruz. Also have to restock the top loaders and the sleeves too if we're going to run another one. We're running a little low. Luis Robert, Chris Sale, Caden Dana, Chase Burns on the VIP, Dal Joseph, Zaire Hope, Christian Campbell, Max Clark, Cha-Chang, Yuri Perez, Reagans, and Noel. Sound like me, Rooftop. Not usually the one to have the luck. Freddie Freeman, Kumar Rocker, Aaron Nando, Jace Chung, Kyle Barrios, Santos, Leo DeVries, Jack Lyons, Drew Thorpe, Alcantara, and Acuna. All right, last pack, guys. Zach Wheeler, Pete Alonso, Connor Norby, Jesus Mate on the top 100, Jacob Wright, Tolero, Pablo, Thomas White, Javier, and then we got Jacob Wilson, Festa, and Trey Turner. All right, guys. Give me one quick second. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll do a recap for you guys, and then we'll start a third one. Hopefully there's some people still in the room. Maybe I'll give a giveaway when I get back. right, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to grab a bottle of water. All right. All right, looks like everybody left, unfortunately. So looks like I'll do a quick recap of this last break, and then I'll probably shut it down. I will be back tomorrow for some more breaks. Well, we tried, Jake. We tried. I know the wife will be happy that I'm not doing another break. All right, so here's our recap for the last one. All right, we got Jace Jung, Jesus Mate on the top 100, Chase Burns VIP, Sagasi Rockstar, Dylan Cruz, Hagen Smith, Charlie Condon, Leo DeVries, Cooper Pratt, Jackson Jobe, Dylan Cruz, Kevin Alcantara, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Jackson Jobe, Seymour, James Wood. We got Cole Young, top 100, Dylan Cruz, Johnny Level, Jace Jung, Diowa, Fuchsia Paper to 299, Alvarez Reptilian, Chase Jung Pink to 175, James Wood, Bazana on the bases loaded, Hobby Stars, Roki Sasaki, Perella, Franklin Arias to 199, Victor Rodriguez Reptilian, Angel Acuna Greatness Loading, McGonigal, E. Smith Pineda Reptilian, Connor Griffin, and the biggest hit for the break, Franklin Arias Green Reptilian Auto to 99 for the Red Sox. All right, guys, we're going to raid one of my favorite streamers, Frenzy. And he's running a pick your player break. There's some cheap players available. So definitely take out a look at what he's got going on. He's done 3 cases of Bowman. 3 cases of Bowman. All right, guys, have a good rest of your guys' day. I'll be back tomorrow.